Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is hope everyone is having an awesome, great day. I think I might have had a little recording issue there, but in any case, it is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I had to hop on here real quick. I wanted to make sure I did a video and hit everybody up before they, went out to the New Year's Eve parties and those different things like that. So wanted to hop on here really, really quick. Legendary is in the building. What's going on? Yo, Siege, what's going on, Legendary? TJ Jackson's in the building. What's up, Siege? What's up, man? Ronnie Early is in the building. Hello, Siege. How you doing, Ronnie? FLEXRP V3. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you in the stream, bro. Alex Sheet is in the building. What's going on, Alex? Hope you're safe, man, at home. Nova is in the building. Happy New Year, Siege. Happy New Year to you, my friend. 416 Crypto. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Out of the way, Jay. What's up, man? Life is good, bro. How you doing out of the way, Jay? Direct interior hip. Hey, Siege. What's going on, man? How you doing, my friend? Live stream of 2019. That's exactly right, TJ Jackson. GLXRP is in the building. What's good, dude? Eric P is in the building. What's up, my man? Good morning, XRP Army. Good morning. Jason GL2 says first. Always, bro. Always. When Mullet is in the building. What's up, XR peeps? Cookie Munt is in the building. Hey, Siege. What's going on, my friend? Jorge Van Hoff. 2020. Absolutely. Looking forward to 2020. It's going to be massive. Happy New Year, Derek P. 2020 in New Zealand. I gotcha. Gotcha, Cookie Munt. Yeah, so exciting times, huh? Absolutely exciting times. Guys, I got to tell you, I have let's see, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I'm guessing about 30 tabs up right now. So much stuff to cover. So much stuff today kind of going on. I didn't know where to go, what the Darcy B is in the building, what to start with. How you doing, miss? It's like, what I'm like, I'm just going to kind of wing it. I hit up my dude, SPQR Media, Lee from SPQR Media, hit him up for the slideshow PowerPoint, if you will, from that deep dive that he did. I don't know why, but for some reason, it wasn't like really kind of displaying for me the things that I think that was displaying for him on his front, on his computer or laptop. So I asked him to send something. He did. And I was going to go over that thing, but I tell you that the G30 or the 30 group or the group 30, whatever they call it, man, I tell you, that thing is just huge, huge. And this stuff, a lot of this stuff goes back to 2003. Jason Geo says in 5 hours, XRP will hit $4.75. Man, I hope you're right. Steve OD is in the building. What's up, bro? How you doing, my dude? Yeah. Casino Coins doing this thing, I heard, huh? Is it still less than a penny? Is Casino Coin still less than a penny? Anybody know? Brian Schreier's in the building. How you doing, Brian? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. 35 people in the stream, 16 likes, guys. If you haven't had a chance yet, collapse that chat and go hit the like button, and then come back and hang out. When Mo says yes, so less than a penny, like how many zeros? How many less than a penny? Is it a half a cent? Steve OD 0.56, I think. 0009 for Casino Coin. Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow. Yep, less than a penny, says Darcy. I don't know. What are you guys thinking about? You guys seem like you're pretty amped up about Casino Coin, huh? I don't know anything about it, and to be honest with you, I haven't taken the time to check it out yet. But man, you could put a couple $300 and have a ton of that, right? And And in the end, it's still just a couple, $300. It's not a whole lot. That's the great thing about the digital asset space, guys, is, you can do this asymmetric investing and just change your life forever. How blessed are we to be early adopters in this space where asymmetric, what's that one? I want to call it like an open source asymmetric investing opportunity. Never before in the history of mankind have we had this opportunity where you and I, we're the bank teller, okay, we're the truck driver, we're the UPS driver, we're the small business owner, we're the lady who cleans homes, whatever it is, has just an equal opportunity to change their lifestyle, to level up their lifestyle. With a small team, anybody could come up with 50 to 100 to $200. Anybody could do that. Anybody could come up with 50 to 100. I'm going to say 50 to 500. Anybody could come up with 50 to $500. Anybody can come up with that. And I believe anybody can come up with that month after month after month after month after month. Anybody. And where else? You can't do that in the stock market, right? Not at least with not having some necessary skill behind you to do it. And here you just got to do some homework. You can asymmetrically invest in 5 to 10 different digital assets, and look at the casino coins of the world. You have an opportunity to get some casino coin. I mean, golly. Brian Schreier, thanks for the $5.89 super chat, my dude. I appreciate that. We love all the hard work you put into your stream, C's. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And guys, if you haven't had a chance yet, collapse that chat real quick. Go smash the like and then come back and hang out. We're trying to keep that consecutive stream. We want to end this year right, having this consecutive streak of just as many likes as we do have viewers. It's been phenomenal to see it happen, guys. It's been phenomenal to see it happen. You guys have been making that happen. What does this say here? GXOP says 300. It's approximately 330,000 coins for $300. Right? And I'm not telling you guys to do that. I'm not telling you to do it. Okay, you guys got to make your own decisions. But where else in the world are you able to do that? Where else in the world are you able to do that? And I always tell people this, I always use $500 to $1,000, but I'll say $500. And I always tell people this, always tell them this. Look, you either have $500 or you can figure out a way to get $500, right? You can go borrow that money from someone. I'm not saying to do that. I'm just making a point. You can go borrow that money to do something, or the other thing is you have $500 of value in your home right now. Right now. And here's the thing that I know. That $500 worth of stuff that you got in your house right now is not going to help you level up your lifestyle financially. That I know. That I know. That I know. Right? It's an interesting thing. So, don't buy it when people say they don't have money to invest. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. In this asymmetric world where you can put $50 to $100 on 5 different plays in the digital asset space, come on. $50 to $100. You telling me there's no one that can convince me that they can come up with $50 to $100 every month. A month. I'm not even talking every week. I'm talking every month. There's just you can't convince me of that. You can't convince me of that. You know what I mean? XRP Lava says, keep talking, Mr. Seeds. You're making sweet music. XRP Lava, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here, my friend. I really, really do. Guys, let's if you haven't had a chance coming in to smash the like button, go collapse that chat real quick and smash the like, then come back in and hang out. Carl Wagner. Yo, Carl Wagner is in the building, y'all. Carl Wagner is in the building. Hi, C's. Stop by on my break to say Happy New Year. Hey, bro, I appreciate that, man. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year to you as well. E-Man says, all I got is boots and an Xbox. Yep. I remember, E-Man, I remember when I had an Xbox One. I had Sonos speakers, look, let me finish the story. I had an Xbox One at the house. I had Sonos speakers at the house. I had 2 or 3 Alexas, gadgets at the house. Um, what was the? Oh, I had a sound bar at the house. I got rid of all of that, all of it. I was doing it. I did it to make a point. I did it to make a point. I mean, we didn't have to do it to do it, but I did it to make a point. Number one, to say you have stuff in your home at $500 in value. You have it in your home. But the other point that I did just to kind of show, we have we do some training and different stuff for different people, financial, business wise. And I was like, I'm willing to let them know, look, I'm willing to part ways with all of this for the bigger picture. It's an Xbox, for crying out loud. It's an Xbox. It's Sonos speakers, right? I mean, those things are not going to level up your life. Though, you know what I mean? Can you imagine getting rid of Sonos speakers or a sound bar and putting into the digital asset space? Can you imagine the opportunity? Can you imagine the opportunity? When Miller said casino runs on Ripple, are you certain about that, my friend? Are you saying it's on the ledger? When Mullet, RCB XRP says Casino Coin copied the same code. And so if it's like XRP, essentially it's something that's going to be done for transactions and or payments. Is that what I'm hearing from you guys? But I get amped up. $300, you get 300,000. That's not bad. Jason Geo2 says $500 would get you 2,631 XRP. $500 and 500. What does that say? 589 to 155,000. Yeah, I just think that I don't know why I went off on that tangent like that, but I'm just saying, man, oh man, well, we are blessed to be in the space that we're in. Absolutely blessed to be in this. Crawfish XRP is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Guys, if you haven't had a chance yet, get and smash the like and then come back and hang out, man. Collapse the chat real quick and then come back and hang out. Smash the likes and come back. Peter Willis is in from Australia, not the Rory 20s, the soaring. That's right. That's right. Exactly. The soaring. 2020 is going to be like, I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, it is going to be amazing. Paul Wagner stopped by to say, Merry, Happy New Year, bro. I appreciate that. Me mess turned me on. Happy New Year's, brother. Happy New Year's to you, my friend. William Leather's in the building. Happy New Year, Siege. Happy New Year to you, William Leather. Appreciate you being here, brother. Can we be like Jade Martian and live in our cars to save more for XRP? Is that what that dude is doing that? Man, more power to him, right? More power to him. D. Daniels, what is it? What is on, my brother? What's going on, my dude? XRP is going global. 1,500 per XRP is easy by June. Wow. D. Daniels, wow. Wow. I hope you're right, bro. People want car notes and MJ's sneakers. I know. Yeah, I don't know. We live in this world, in this space. You can do asymmetric investment, which means you can take a teeny tiny amount of money, $50 to $200, put it in a particular digital asset, whatever it is that you're thinking that might do its thing, and wait a year. I mean, come on. And you could do that every single month. Hard to beat, man. It's hard to beat. Well, Rasheen B. Wealthy is in the building. What up? What up? What up? Happy New Year, bro. The real Rick G is in the building. The real Rick G, what's going on? Sold some silver last month for more crypto. I hear you, the real Rick G. I hear you. Got that trademark thing down. You're just hooking up with the right t-shirt company. It's on its way, bro. Just wanted to let you know, the real Rick G. Staff Sergeant in Marines is in the building. What's going on, my dude? TJ Jackson, thanks for yesterday. I saw the entire interaction. Unfortunately, I'm still blocked in Kimes' channel. So, you're blocked in Kimes' channel? And Aiden's too. So weird. Happy New Year. Happy new decade to all. Happy new decade to you, Staff Sergeant Marines. Hey, Siege, how you doing? Outstanding, Dugan, too. Happy New Year. Happy and wealthy New Year from Berlin. Happy and wealthy New Year to you, my friend, Dugan, too. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Let's see what got that. Staff Sergeant Marines, like I bought a new bag of XRP this AM this morning. Guys, 84 people in the stream, only 47 likes. Please, let's continue. Let's send TJ Jackson and this channel out with a bang. Let's continue that streak, that consecutive stream streak of having just as many likes as we have viewers. Guys, you know it helps with the algorithm on YouTube without question, but more importantly, it gets the stream out to people who might not be in the digital asset space yet, and then to turn them on to this opportunity for generational wealth, but more importantly, gives them an opportunity to look into XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created. You never know. You never know. You never know. I was going to talk about the Volcker rule a little bit because, hey, guys, it's happened in January 1 that a new amendment takes place, and I think it's massive. I think it's bigger than what we're thinking. Originally, I think we were thinking that. Yeah, I wonder, do they know that you're blocked though, Staff Sergeant? I mean, do they know? I don't. That's kind of weird. I don't know why you would be blocked there on those two channels. I wonder if that's a YouTube thing or some kind of going on there. So you can watch, but you say you cannot. You can't chat. You can't make any comments. Billionaire H. Good evening, sir. Good evening and Happy New Year to you, my friend. I love that Cadillac. Happy New Decade to you as well. I appreciate that, the real Rick G. I appreciate that big time. Babel Najee is in the building. What's up, good people? What's up with you, my friend? Happy New Year. Martin Bissell, put my work bonus into crypto 2 years ago. Money I could afford to lose. I hear you, man. I hear you. And I'm proud of you for doing that, man. Taking advantage of this opportunity, right? That's what it's all about. And we were just kind of discussing that, Martin, that people can come up with $50 to $500 a month if they try, if they work at it. If they work at it, right? Because you don't have to have, that's the great thing about this space. You don't have to have tens of thousands of dollars to invest in it. 50 to 100. I mean, could you imagine this bear run has been for over 2 years. Could you imagine having the discipline enough to invest every single month for the last 2 years plus? Can you imagine where you sit, where you stand, the opportunity that you have? It's crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this Volcker rule thing, I was in a Telegram group and Mickey B. Fresh, the awesome Mickey B. Fresh said, hey, if you guys want to learn more about the Volcker rule change and how it applies to XRP, go check out the very smart and very intelligent Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions. Okay. Who is just, her background is from that investment. I don't know if it's FX, but her background is in that kind of in that space. So she understands what the new Volcker rule will do in terms of the opportunity for XRP. And her emphasis in that video was really about the small and medium sized banks being able to do more things and kind of take advantage of this new change. Oh, there's a super chat here. Razor P XRP. Thanks for the 10.99 super chat, my brother. I appreciate that, my friend. PCs, Happy New Year, and many more to you and yours, sir. Thank you, brother. Same to you, my friend. I appreciate you supporting the channel, bro. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much. D. Daniels, when you see 25 XRP, I'm personally putting my money on 2020 based on TAs, a couple of TA guys. That's what I'm doing. So I'm expecting to hit that range in 2020 next year, bro. And it's probably going to be the Junes, the latter part of the year, unless we wake up one morning and the powers that be have decided it's 3 figures, But in the normal bull run pace and normal bull run, I'm not talking about partners going live and ODL amping up. I'm not talking any of that. I'm just talking on the normal bull run, fear of missing out, retail speculative thing. That's what I'm expecting in 2020. Of course, if liquidity amps up and new partners go live and SBI Asia is like, turn the switch on, that's a different story. You know what I mean? Absolutely, that's a different story. It's is it Jamal Jackson or Jameel Jackson? Probably Jameel Jackson. Happy New Year's, bro. Much blessing to you and your family. Thank you, man. Same to you, my friend. I'm glad you're here in the stream. I appreciate you being here, my friend. 98 people in the stream, 59 likes. Guys, if you checked in and you hadn't had a chance to collapse the chat real quick, go smash the like. Let's send TJ Jackson and this channel out with a really happy new year where we can continue our consecutive stream of just as many likes if we have people in the stream. 100 people in the stream, 62 likes. Let's make that happen. I know we can do it. Daniel says, let everyone know if they have a Coinbase account, they have to go to Coinbase Pro and do their tax papers. Today is the last day. That's right, guys. If you have a Coinbase Pro account, you got to go now to what is it? Is it pro.coinbase? Yeah, I think it's pro.coinbase.com. Fill out the tax information there. It'll show you where to go. You want to be able to do that. Today is the last day if they want to withdraw some money. Yeah, so guys, if you got that and you hadn't had a chance to do that yet, I did mine as well. Wed Mullet did that as well. Did I miss anybody checking in? GeoXRP is in. I think I said what's up to you already. I did. Whatever you heard from TA guys, into the year 3 digits. No, I didn't hear any 3 digits. GeoXRP. I heard $9 cash out, $15 cash out, and a $28 cash out by one guy. And I heard another guy, 2 guys I trust in the space. He had a $15. He only expected $15 or $20 as a high for XRP. Then it was another TA guy. He said $50. I'm not as confident. I'm not as high on him. Seems like a nice guy. I'm not as high on him as I am on the other 2 guys, only because I've been following the first 2 guys longer, DIY investing and high altitude investing. I've been following them longer. I've seen the success that they had. I've seen the success that they've helped other people that take their courses and use their signals. So I kind of take them, I trust them a little bit more. But, one of the guys, again, cash out. He has a cash out at $9, a cash out at $15, and a cash out on XRP at $28. No XRP lobby. They're not going to be able to buy crypto. What it's going to be able to do that we know for sure is it's going to allow them to invest in like hedge funds and other financial platforms that hold crypto. They're going to be able to do that. But Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions believe it's even bigger than that. She believes it's going to allow the medium to small banks to tap into the ODL from Ripple. She expects that we're going to see more people taking advantage of that because of the new Volcker rule. And what the Volcker rule does, amendment to the Volcker rule does, is it gives these banks, small and medium-sized banks, more flexibility in terms of reporting and record keeping, accounting, and all these different things. What she was saying is prior to the old Volcker rule, it was very, very strict and very, very harsh and very, very difficult because of what happened in 2008 and with the banks and stuff. They put this thing, and regulators were just kind of all over it, really requiring them to be, going through their records, that having to cross every T and dot every I to the umpteenth power. I guess that's the best way to say it. It was requiring the banks to have to cross every T and dot every I exponentially to the umpteenth power. It's like an over, that's what they tend to do when something happens. Because basically they were saying prior to this that the banks were using the depositors' money and they were being reckless and doing different investments that they deem were being really, really reckless. So this new thing is it still affects the top banks. In other words, the big banks they're not going to be able to do what the small and medium-sized banks are going to be able to do. The bigger banks are still going to have, if you will, kind of tight lip on their recording and reporting. But the medium and smaller banks are going to have more flexibility in the things that they can do without having to go through all this kind of accountability recording. And, as she said, it was just kind of like a couple of markets where they'll have to kind of do some things. But from her background and from her experience, it's going to really free the banks up to do more stuff. And the thing that they're really wanting to do is to be able to free that kind of balance sheet up, bank statements and their balance sheets up, and tap into liquidity instruments, liquidity assets, liquidity investments. And so she sees it, and I'm going to let you guys listen to it. She sees it as an opportunity for the medium and small size banks to be able to tap into the ODL, because they'll be able to free up liquidity. They're gonna use that in whatever way they look at it. Is going to be a liquidity solution that they can tap into. And we all know that you don't have to necessarily hold XRP to do that. Just like MoneyGram was saying that you don't really have to hold it. So I think it's going to she believes that it's going to give these banks more flexibility. And she thinks the ideal thing is it's an on-demand liquidity product. And so the company is going to be investing in this liquidity product. You understand what I'm saying? And so when they write it down and put it in the books, okay, what exactly are you doing with this money? You're saying you're putting it into this liquidity product that's going to free up money. So that's the thing. That's the thing. And I'm going to let you guys listen to her, because I really do think it's important. I can't explain it as good as she does, but it's like 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to make sure you guys are cool. We'll kind of listen to that for 3 or 4 minutes. But it's on her channel is Esoteric Trading Solutions. She's a big XRP fan, and she has a financial background that's significant. So she knows from what she speaks. That's the best way to put it. She knows what she's talking about. Staff Sergeant of Marine says, Siege, could the U.S. be following suit in a tax-free cryptocurrency market like South Korea? Our Adley, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Someone told me that it's seeming kind of odd that a couple of places like this are coming up with this tax-free thing. Is it just to entice companies come into that space? Or is there some other thing where they're not going to tax, but they'll tax transactions, right? So there won't be taxes on your gains, but it'll be just a tax on your every transaction, or it'll be, something along those lines. But I don't see the U.S. doing that. I don't see the U.S. saying, yeah, this is a tax-free, taxes on crypto. I don't see that. Spanish Fly's in the building. What's up, miss? Happy New Year to you as well. Let me see if I can't pull that up and have you guys listen to that, because I do think it's pretty significant. Like, why does it keep doing that? Hey, what's going on? Like, this thing keeps messing up. Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. So, but I want to share this with you guys, because I think it's really important. I think I messed my podcast up, so I'm gonna have to do that again. I don't know why that messed up, but again, her background really gives credibility. And again, Mickey B. Fresh in the Telegram chat. And by the way, if you guys are not part of that, you want to definitely join that. I think they're open. I think that's an open thing. It's a closed group, but I think they're open right now. So you will definitely want to check that out. Investment perspectives. And he mentioned that, hey, if you guys want to really learn more about how the Volcker rule and new change applies to XRP, go check it out. So As soon as I saw that, that's exactly what I did. Sammy the Bulls is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Happy New Year. This is Nuts is in the house. What's going on, man? Hey, C's and friends. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you, my friend. Big John is in the building. How you doing? Hi, all. What did I miss? Not much. We just kind of been hanging out, talking a little bit about the Volcker rule. We were talking a lot about, how blessed we are to be in this open source, if you will, asymmetric investing opportunity that we have in the digital asset space, where you can literally take as little as $50 to $200 and invest it in the space and make incredible, life-changing money. Dustin Hoffman is here. What's going on, my dude? Happy New Year to you, Dustin. I don't know GeoXRP, but I think it has something with gotta have that tax thing to be able to withdraw money out. That's what Staff Sergeant Marines was saying. Yeah, don't take the chance. Like TJ Jackson says, not sure, but don't take the chance. It only takes a couple minutes to fill that out. I know some of you guys probably left the stream and went over there and said, I better get that done now. Carl the Yoda, how's it going? See, Carl the Yoda's going great, my friend. How are you doing? Guys, if you haven't had a chance to collapse the chat and smash a like, please go do that. Please help out the channel. Help TJ Jackson have a happy new year. We're going to continue that consecutive stream streak of just as many likes as we got people in the stream. And we're almost there. 92 people, 78 likes. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. Have you check this out. I'm telling you, it's really, 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 really significant.
Volcker, and he basically warned the market before the GFC that Wall Street basically risking all deposits recklessly trading. Okay, so that's pretty much where that name comes from. Paul Volcker, as I said, was a former federal chairman, and he basically put out a warning that Wall Street was recklessly gambling with the house's money, and that's basically at the core of this whole regulation that came in after the GFC. So what happened then, obviously, when President Trump came into power, they built a think tank, basically an alliance of people, obviously from banks and obviously from the Fed and other departments that manage these rules and look at these rules and all the metrics from the banks and everything else to make sure they're complying. And they decided to, obviously last year, to actually make these rules less complicated, to try and simplify the compliance that the banks have to go through, because the compliance is incredibly onerous for all the banks. And you can imagine the banks doing millions and millions and millions of transactions a day, having to report to the Fed and the compliance departments of the Fed about what sort of deals they're doing, and they had to all be hedged, and they had to give reasons why they did this swap, or why they bought this derivative, or why they bought this financial future. Was it matched to a client deal, or was it done for hedging? And if it was done for hedging, how did it mitigate the risk of the balance sheet of the bank? So the compliance has been incredibly complex and literally so inefficient in terms of the requirements that now they're trying to streamline what the requirements needed for the banks to send to compliance of the Federal Reserve, as well as the Federal Reserve itself and all those different departments that look after all these reports that the banks have to send. So it's just basically trying to make it easier for the banks to manage their own business and put the onus back on the banks, that the banks should have their own internal limits, they should control their own dealers and keep an eye on what their own dealers are doing in terms of their own internal control limits. But as I said before, it doesn't change for the very large banks, the massive banks that are too big to fall, like the Goldman Sachs, the Morgan Stanley, the Bank of America, for example, or some of those really big banks, as we mentioned, JP Morgan Chase, and that sort of thing. So it is important for XRP, as I said, because it basically allows the banks now, in terms of liquidity management, to actually enter into other products for their liquidity management where they have more freedom in terms of their own liquidity management. And as I said before, XRP has now changed its name to on-demand liquidity, which is basically fast, cheap, nearly riskless because there's no counterparty or settlement risk because it happens within 3 to 5 seconds, and it's incredibly efficient. If we look at other types of liquidity, we find that it's not efficient. There's counterparty risk. There's lots of counterparty risk. There could be settlement risk if a forward exchange deal does, or counterparty risk. So what we could potentially see is some increased demand for XRP by small and medium-sized banks from the 1st to the 1st, 2020, because this.
Well, that's it right there, guys. And again, this is a good source. This is a really, really good source. You definitely want to go listen to it yourself, again, kind of get a better understanding of what's going on. But she said, the small to medium-sized banks are going to be able to take advantage of the new amendment to better utilize their liquidity management. So it's going to, and that's why she says she's excited that they named it on-demand liquidity. And I don't think it's a coincidence that that's the move that they made. That's a move that they made. And again, when you're working with 50 banks and or central banks or 50 governments, they're talking amongst themselves. How can we make this work? And that product being named that is just going to make sense to everybody. It's going to make sense to mainstream media. It's going to make sense to your next door neighbor after mainstream media convinces them that it makes sense, right? And so, it's a product that a bank is going to be able to utilize in terms of liquidity management. And she feels as though the small and medium-sized banks are going to take advantage of it. Everyone sees what's going on from the from the MoneyGram perspective. Everyone sees what's going on there, and they've seen what's been done. Now you got Flash FX in Australia, coming out with the article that came out about them and what they're doing. And I think it's their NPP system as well. It's not just Flash FX. It's utilizing ODL, and it's coming out, right? So it's coming out that they're doing it, right? So it's a significant, guys. So definitely check that out so you can kind of get a better understanding of how this new Volcker rule is going to, kind of do its thing. And again, I think it's interesting. It's coming out in January. Is it going to be in effect? They have a whole year to kind of, take advantage of this change, if you will, this kind of amendment. And again, to me, it came across as though it's going to give them more flexibility to exercise liquidity management into the banks. And what better product to do that than an on-demand liquidity product, right? So that's the thing. So I'm really, really excited to see what's going to happen. GC1282 says, okay, I'll text them. You guys are talking amongst yourselves there. Good to see you in the stream, GC1282. Razor XRP taxes in the crypto space. I'm shook. I'm shook right now. That's funny. Michael Mayhem is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Happy New Year to me. Happy New Year to you. I'm ready for 30 cents. Sammy the Bull says I'm ready for 30 cents. Absolutely. What? DIN Jules, go XRP. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. XRP Lava. If Australia is opening up, so to speak, then maybe the UK and Canada may follow suit. That's a good point, XRP Lava. That's a very, 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 very good point. And I say, why not? I'm still perplexed as why SBI Asia and whatever is going on over there. Was it SBI Ripple Asia or something like that? What's going on with that? I don't know why they're not Why we're not seeing the numbers. TJ Jackson said there's people I wanted to bring along this journey with me, but they lack the vision, and that's the key, bro. That's the key. The XRP hodlers are the epitome of the definition of vision, is seeing it before the masses see it, and that's what we're doing. That's what we are, the epitome of that. Brian Benton says when Swift R3 quarter Ripple XRP gets out of trials, Mars landing. Ha ha. Yes, Paul S. I've seen that. I don't know. I've seen it. I've had a couple of people kind of point that site out to me in terms of converting it and different things like that. And I know it's an exciting thing to look at, especially every time I listen to DNI, the digital nomad investor, and just kind of realize where XRP is likely to be slotted in terms of the SDRs. So I have seen that, my friend. Absolutely, Razor P XRP. Miss Lagarde is definitely on our side. Absolutely. 1 billion XRP was just released from escrow. I saw a couple of tweets of whale alert tweets about tens of million of XRP being moved from a Ripple wallet to somewhere. So, but is that true? So 1 billion XRP just released from escrow. This is not says escrow will probably go back. The Bullet CEO's in the building. Happy New Year to you, my friend. So, what else did I want to cover? Listen, this deep dive with that SPQR Media did and it sent over to me. I'm telling you, it is. I don't even know like how or where to even begin with that thing. You know the whole G30 or the what are they calling themselves? The group of 30. He's going over this Jacob Frenel thing. Let me change this stream so you guys can see this. It's pretty significant. All I will tell you though is this. This whole interoperability thing has been wanted for a long time. This whole interoperability thing has been in play for a long time. And Ripple, the company with its IOP, its XRPL ledger, and its greatest digital asset XRP, is the perfect match. Guys, 95 people on the stream and 93 likes. You guys are killing it. I appreciate it. TJ, we did it again, brother. We did it again. So let me show you something here real quick. This is what I want. Global Power, the Group of 30, and its methods of financial governance. This was from in 2013. Look at that right there. One of the Group of 30 members, Mark Carney himself. Isn't that interesting? That's the thing that's going over. Nope, it's not this. Where is it? I just had it. Hold on 1 second, guys. I apologize. I just had this thing. I was just going over it. This is the executive summary. This is not the one I want. That wasn't what I wanted. I have to find out. Ripple is an old story, actually. Son is in the building. How you doing, son? It's a great story, and it's going to be a long-lasting story. It's going to be a story for a lifetime. You guys having a good Barry Broussard Jr. is in the building. How you doing, my friend? Is there really a high dollar amount you would cash out all of your XRP? No. I'm never going to cash out all of it without question. No way. Morris Prince C7 is in the building. How are you, Morris Prince? Did I say what's up to you? Happy New Year, bro. I cannot believe that I don't have. That's the main thing that I wanted to show you guys. The current members. Here it is right here. And this is something, it's the Global Clearing and Settlement Final Monetary Monitoring Report from the Group of 30. And this is in, I saw a date on here of 2003. No, 2006. Group of 30, Washington, D.C. I just want to read you. First of all, think about one of the sections that they're covering is progress in implementing recommendations. And one of them was interoperability. Interoperability. Now, do you guys know what the G30 even is? Or should I go over that first? Consultative Group on International Economic and Monetary Affairs. And this is supposed to be a non-profit organization. Look, current members, Mark Carney, Augustine Carson, and Jamie Caruana. Some very, very interesting people. Tim Geithner, Ripple, link there without question. This guy has been kind of on Twitter, right? Tharman, I can't pronounce his last name. So this Group 30 is very, very interesting people, but I thought it was very, very interesting that they were talking about interoperability back in 2006. This was when Paul was alive, and the chairman group of 30 is Jacob Frankel. He was at the meeting that Brad Garlinghouse and Madame Lagarde were at, as a matter of fact, from what I understand. 2003, the Group of 30 published Global Clearing and Settlement, so they did publish it in 2003. A plan of action which identified 20 recommendations in the spheres of interoperability, in the spheres of interoperability, risk management, and governance. So they were talking about that 2003. And you can see the people there, right? They're not slouches by any means. The Group of 30 is pleased to have sponsored this long project, and we commend its analysis and recommendations to all who are concerned about the safety and efficiency of global clearing and settlement infrastructure. Global clearing and settlement infrastructure. Let me see some of the summaries I wanted to read to you. Number one thing is interoperability. The fact that they're talking about it, I think, is just significant. Progress is being made in achieving the interoperability agenda, which seeks to facilitate clearing and settlement across different national and international systems. This is 2003, 2006. This is most evident in Europe, but advances are underway between the United States and Canada. In other regions, the G30's recommendations are being acted upon. They surely are, but mainly at the level of domestic markets. The longer run aim remains the achievement of interoperability on a global basis. Guys, I mean, I don't even need to go into all of this, but I'm telling you guys, this has been something that they've been thinking about for a long time, and that's why DNI is so important, because he can kind of help us with a geopolitical perspective of where this is all going, and the fact that it's been thought about and planned for a long time. And for us as XRP hodlers, it just simply means that we are blessed to be in a position to be in the know about this ginormous entity that is Ripple and the asset that they hold that is XRP. And so the ILP provides the interoperability that the group of 30 is wanting. And remember, they're the ultimate. The people behind the people. A lot of times when I talk about old money, right? Old money is really more of a system more so than anything else. So there's always got to be people behind the system, right? And so this G30, if you will, and what they're looking to do, this kind of global, people call it globalist, what they're looking to do. Ripple, the company, is providing all of that, the interoperability, the risk management in the XRPL, right? And the speed and efficiency to move all types of value. Ripple and its products provides all of that. It provides all of that. Guys, 110 people on the stream, 101 likes. You guys are killing it. I appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance yet to collapse that chat and go smash a like, please do so. That would be awesome. It definitely helps the channel and helps with the algorithms on YouTube. Genius in motion, says TJ Jackson, without question. Right, and I haven't even had a chance to really kind of deep dive into that. Let me show you some of the things that I found. This is funny. So just think about this for a second. The Federal Reserve, and this is shout out to XRP Mate, Honda at XRP Mate on Twitter. He said, this is why I saw this. The Federal Reserve, businesses and financial institutions may face liquidity challenges with trillions of dollars of capital funds and pre-funded transactions accounts. So now the Federal Reserve is starting to, what they're trying to do is kind of sing and dance in line with what Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple has been saying. This is from the Federal Reserve, right? Businesses and financial institutions may face liquidity challenges with trillions of dollars of capital funds and pre-funded transactional accounts known as notional accounts used to facilitate cross-border payments. Right? I mean, just think about that. Fedpaymentsimprovement.org. And then here's the other thing. So this is kind of something that came out on the site. And then they're having a webinar. Fed Payments Improvement just announced. The Federal Reserve is hosting a webinar on developments and ongoing challenges in cross-border payments on Monday, January 13th. You see where this is going? Now they're starting to sing the same song as Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz. Now the Federal Reserve. The fact that this is even in, I guess this is in their blog. Fedpayimprovements.org. I just think the fact that they're acknowledging this, I think I had this up one time before. The fact that they're acknowledging it and saying businesses and banks, notional accounts, going to have this liquidity issue is massive. Many initiatives are underway with central banks, international organizations, and the private sector, all of which are innovating to address persistent barriers and gaps. Interesting. Here it is right here. I'll read this whole thing to you. Systemic challenges are difficult to overcome. Compliance with anti-money laundering, check. When it comes to RippleNet, or when it comes to the XRPL, check. And anti-terrorism financing, check with the AML on the XRP ledger. It's often cited as one of the most persistent challenges in cross-border payments. High costs, check, and complexities related to complying with regulatory standards for various global jurisdictions have reduced correspondent banking relationships that, as a result, erodes access to services. Additionally, businesses and financial institutions may face a liquidity challenge with trillions of dollars of capital funds and pre-funded transactional accounts, known as notional accounts, used to facilitate cross-border payments. Make no mistake about it, they did not forget to mention the private sector. So they're starting to sing the same song. They're starting to say the same things. You see what I'm saying? They're telling us that they know. They're letting us know, little breadcrumbs, if you will, about exactly what's about to happen. Morris Prince C7 says, Crypto Seeds, I'm at work, got you live in the background. Oh, man, that's awesome. Morris Prince, be careful, bro. Don't get yourself in trouble. I hope they're enjoying the show. Man, I mean, is that not, guys, that's the Federal Reserve saying that. Is that not massive? I mean, think about it. This is what Brad has been saying. This is what David Schwartz has been saying. They've been talking about Ethan, what's the other guy? Miguel Diaz. This is all. They've all been saying this. The Nostro Rosso account, the 10 to 11 trillion dollars, and now the people from the Federal Reserve or Federal Faster Payments thing, whatever they're calling themselves, the Fed Payments Improvements.org site. Now they're saying this is from the Federal Reserve. They're saying the same thing. They're speaking the same language. They're singing the same song. They're letting us know what's going on. Guys, 120 people in the stream, 105 likes. I definitely appreciate you guys making that happen. TJ Jackson, we're going to make it happen again, my friend. XRP Lava says, Siege, my goodness, how could they not see it? Just the cost savings alone. Exactly. XRP is the answer. Ripple, the company, is providing it all. The interoperability, the immutable, the KYC, AML, and the CFT, the what is it? The taking all the friction, takes all the risk out. That ledger is just thebomb.com. And then you throw in the savings. You throw in the liquidity aspect as well from the XRP, from that digital asset XRP. Think about that. Frog in the Well, Judy Shelton nominated. Tell me again who Judy Shelton is. I'm forgetting who that is. Was that the lady who was supposed to run the back? Who's Judy Shelton? I forget. Frog in the Well. Refresh my memory on Judy Shelton. Domain sales. Happy New Year, XRP people. XR people. Domain sales. Happy New Year to you, my friend. 126 people on the stream. Wow, you guys are killing it. And 109 likes. Let's continue, guys. If you haven't had a chance yet, Relzel Doc, I'm here. I'm glad to see you here, my friend. Happy New Year, bro. If you didn't get a chance to smash the like on the way in, please collapse the chat and go smash that like and then come back and hang out. Judy Shelton. The name sounds familiar. Staff Sergeant Marine Siege, we're going to Liechtenstein with the XRP family when XRP moons. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Tony Campos is in the building. Bro, Judy. I'm trying to remember who Judy Shelton is. I can't remember. The name sounds familiar. But he's saying nominated. I thought the lady from back just she already like got the slot. I can't remember Judy Shelton. I'm sorry. I got a brain freeze. I can't remember Judy Shelton. Spanish Fly says, please like and subscribe if you hadn't had a chance to do that. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody coming in. Brian Benton says existing quarters plus Brazil plus Japan plus FX Australia plus SWIFT equals heart attack. I better give my kids everything, my info. I hear you, bro. I hear you. It's crazy. Any news on Judy Shelton nominated to the Fed today? I didn't hear anything about Judy Shelton being nominated to the Fed. Gosh, I can't recall where I remember seeing her. Judy Shelton to the Fed, possibly gold and crypto advocate. Okay, gotcha. I've heard the name before. Powers to be will get her in there. I'm sure she will be, says Brian Schreier. XRP running up to 589. What's up, brother? Did you get to check out the... No, I did not, bro. I have not checked that out yet. I'm going to check that out, though, I promise you. The PI app, I have not. E-Man Judy, she's a Trump nominee who starts work at whatever AM 0001 and January 1st. I got it. Okay, so Trump nominee for the Fed. I got you. King is in the building. What's going on, man? Let's not forget about the Chinese yuan, crypto XRP cross border. Something's going to go on with Japan, Russia, and China in the month of January. Not even 5 minutes. Yep. So I got to hop off here. Miss Crypto Siege is waiting for my arrival. So something's going to happen with that as well, guys. So guys, again, so much news you can't even begin to think about it. It's mind blowing. This is one of the things that was from the Swiss National Bank working with Ripple, which is another interesting thing unto itself. I had this thing here with SBI, Fast and Secure Payment Platform, powered by Ripple's distributed ledger technology, SBI Ripple Asia. What is up with that? Why is it not live? I want to know what's going on there. Why is that thing not up and running? Like, it's no reason why it shouldn't be up and running, right? So all we have to do is, if you're able to, is obviously if you're able. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you're able to accumulate and hodl, that's all we got to really do. 2020 is going to be. It just feels like it is going to be the thing, and you just never know. Gosh, you guys did it. 118 people and 115 likes. You guys did it. I appreciate you guys doing that, man. I really do. Definitely helps with the channel. TJ Jaswick did it. This is our chance to win without question. 416 cryptos in the building. What's going on? Happy New Year to you. Greg Williams, Crypto Siege, love the great content. Greg, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you, brother. Stephen B, if you use Coinbase and not Coinbase Pro, then you don't need to do the tax form. No. You still have to do that tax form, Stephen B. You still have to do it. I think just the form is just on pro.coinbase.com. GC 1282, I hear you, bro. You just got to, my friend, I hear you. You just got to do what you got to do, right? You got to do what you got to do. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this stream up. First of all, I want to say, guys, thank you so much for making this channel so much fun and so much success. I know there's been people on this channel that have shared this channel with other people, not even in the digital asset space yet, and I definitely appreciate that 100%. This is family here. I love it. Absolutely love doing what I do. Love doing the streams. Love hanging out with you guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Shout out to all the mods on the channel. You guys have been making things happen. And I definitely appreciate all your support, guys. Every single one of you in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate your support. Listen, happy New Year without question. Be safe. Have a good dinner. I know we're gonna pop some Moet and do our thing here at the crib without question. Be safe out there, guys. We appreciate you being here without question. I'm gonna wrap this stream up like I do with all my streams. But first, let me do a couple of shout outs. Brian Schreier, I appreciate you being here, my friend. The Bullish CEO, I appreciate you being here, bro. Frog in the Well, appreciate you being here. Happy New Year. DC 1282, Happy New Year. Appreciate you being here. The Real Regime, I do. Happy New Year, bro. Appreciate you being here. Darcy BXRP, Happy New Year to you, miss. Razor PXRP, I appreciate you being here, my friend. King, Happy New Year, bro. Appreciate you being here. Chaz C, how about that? Old money doesn't want us to win, but you do. Thanks, Siege. Happy New Year. Absolutely, I do. Happy New Year to you, Chaz C. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Brian Bilton in the building. Happy New Year. Appreciate you being here. Win Mullet, appreciate you being here. Stephen B, appreciate you being here. D. Daniels, man, appreciate you hanging out tonight. Greg Williams, thanks for being here. Who else did I? E-Man, thanks for hanging out, my friend. Staff Sergeant of the Marines, Morris Prince C7, thanks for hanging out. Tony Campos, I appreciate you hanging out, my friend, and contributing to the channel. As always, Spanish Fly, thanks for hanging out. Happy New Year to you, miss. With Domain Selves, thanks for hanging out tonight, man. I appreciate that. New Year's Eve, you're hanging out with Crypto Seed. I appreciate that. XR Free Me, Happy New Year. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Jared XRP, thanks for hanging out, being in the stream, always contributing to the channel. I appreciate that, my dude. Jared XRP. XRP Lava, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate that. Sun is in the building, already done. Appreciate you being here, son. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this stream up like I do all my streams and remind you guys of this, to never, ever, ever forget that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel. of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.